Have you ever felt like something just isn't right, but you can't quite put your finger on it? That's exactly what happens in Judges 12, where we see Samson, a man full of contradictions, at the heart of an unusual story that's as puzzling as it is revealing. On the surface, it seems like a tale about a marriage and a riddle, but dig a little deeper, and you'll find a confrontation with pride, confusion, and the consequences of not thinking things through. It's not just a historical account, it's a reflection of challenges we face today, attitudes that cloud our judgment, pride that gets in the way, and decisions that seem harmless but turn into major problems. What if I told you the key to understanding Samson's strange marriage and even stranger riddles holds the secret to overcoming the kind of conflict we all deal with in our lives? Stay with me, and let's dive in. Then, let's read the chapter together. The Ephraimite forces were called out, and they crossed over to Zabhan. They said to Jephthah, "Why did you go to fight the Ammonites without calling us to go with you? We're going to burn down your house over your head." Jephthah answered, "I and my people were engaged in a great struggle with the Ammonites, and although I called, you didn't save me out of their hands. When I saw that you wouldn't help, I took my life in my hands and crossed over to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave me the victory over them. Now why have you come up today to fight me?" Jephthah then called together the men of Gilead and fought against Ephraim. The Gileadites struck them down because the Ephraimites had said, "You Gileadites are renegades from Ephraim and Manasseh." The Gileadites captured the fords of the Jordan leading to Ephraim, and whenever a survivor of Ephraim said, "Let me cross over," the men of Gilead asked him, "Are you an Ephraimite?" If he replied, "No," they said, "All right, say Shibboleth." If he said, "Sibboleth," because he could not pronounce the word correctly, they seized him and killed him at the fords of the Jordan. 42,000 Ephraimites were killed at that time. Jephthah led Israel 6 years. Then Jephthah the Gileadite died and was buried in a town in Gilead. After him, Ibzan of Bethlehem led Israel. He had 30 sons and 30 daughters. He gave his daughters away in marriage to those outside his clan, and for his sons he brought in 30 young women as wives from outside his clan. Ibzan led Israel 7 years. Then Ibzan died and was buried in Bethlehem. After him, Elon the Zebulunite led Israel 10 years. Then Elon died and was buried in Aijalon in the land of Zebulun. After him, Abdon son of Hillel, from Pirathon, led Israel. He had 40 sons and 30 grandsons, who rode on 70 donkeys. He led Israel 8 years. Then Abdon son of Hillel died and was buried at Pirathon in Ephraim, in the hill country of the Amalekites. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for His mercy. Hey God, thank you so much for the wisdom you've shared with us today. It's humbling to realize how much you've taught us, and I'm grateful for the knowledge you've revealed through these stories. Please help me take what I've learned and live it out in my everyday life. Help me apply this wisdom in my relationships, my decisions, and my actions. Guide me to remain humble and focused, especially when pride or jealousy start to creep in. I trust you to lead me and give me the strength to put these lessons into practice. Amen. So, what's the takeaway from Samson's riddle and his questionable decisions? It's clear: pride, quick decisions, and an unwillingness to consider the bigger picture often lead to disastrous results. Just like Samson, we all face moments where our emotions, ego, or quick thinking could drive us to act impulsively. But here's the thing: those actions have consequences. The key is to step back, reflect, and ask yourself, am I allowing pride or conflict to cloud my judgment? Whether it's in relationships, at work, or even in personal goals, the lesson is the same: slow down and think before you act. How many times have you reacted out of frustration, only to regret it later? What's one decision today where you can humble yourself, think things through, and avoid making the same mistake? Now, if you want more insights like this and real, practical wisdom that can change the way you approach life's challenges, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.